That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Now Jones. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try and make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing Jones. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
at the 20. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Fights loose. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way down to the 29.
51 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to that.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31. Check 3, check 3.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
Fournette once more on 2nd down.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Bust through the tackle. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. This is Jones. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check your hot read.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. No score after one on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Be good. Check. Slam. Hey, check it. Kill. Hey, check.
A give to Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Check. Crunch. Ozzy.
They'll run it with Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Looking to throw. Jones.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Going up top.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And a good tackle there right around the 30. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Back to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this to the rookie from Florida. That's Kadarius Toney. That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So that'll back him up 5. To throw again. They'll roll him out right. And this is incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a first down carry by Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Brady now to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Aaron Robinson.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught inside the 5. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. And that'll set him back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, good return up past the 30. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he's got room. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 92 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run it with Jones. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Kill, 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 kill. Turn up. He's win now. Check safety, check safety. And both bandit.
Here's a give to Fournette.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Wait, 20! I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. 49, check back and reload. Regular. Jim. Hey, 450.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jones. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? From the gun, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively. Season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
yards after getting this one across the 40. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a 1st down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's go, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 11 now.
Let's go, D. Big series right. Hey, ball 66.
Brady going to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Brady.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 24.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
On 1st down, Barkley. Oh, what a move. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Eight yards to go on second down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 14.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. Back to throw. Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
On fourth down, Joe Judge makes the decision. They're going for it.
Here's Jones throwing on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Throwing now is Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Back to throw, Brady. Out here to Jones. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
On third down, it's Jones, and he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to John Ross. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't...
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Check it, reload. Check.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, They're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
45, 45. Mike, 45. I'm coming! I'm coming! I'm coming!
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean, you know.